the Dataflows talk. My name is Mahesh Prakriya, and I'm here with Miguel Yopes.
Morning, everyone, guys.
We're both from the data integration team, and we call it the citizen data integration team. And you saw many of these even in the keynote. You might not have quite recognized it. Whether it is in Power Apps, the connector ecosystem, whether it is in Power BI that you saw in the keynote, or Customer Insights, or any of the ecosystem there, the connector ecosystem, Power Query that you see, the Power Query Online demos that you've seen, all come from our team. And we're really about democratizing data and making it easy and lowering the bar such that you can help yourself to data. Okay? So today we're going to talk to you in particular about data flows. So Miguel, what is our agenda?
All right, so session goals. Number one goal for the session, prevent you guys from falling asleep. So we'll make it, we'll try and make it fun, and we'll see how it plays out. But beyond that, we're actually going to talk about why getting data into the right shape and preparing data is important and how you can do it. Before we go into the details, how many of you are already using Dataflows? OK, so we'll do a little bit of an overview for those of you who haven't seen it before. And then we'll quickly jump into more of a deep dive demos. And the last, we leaving the best for last, we're actually going to show you some demos of features that we haven't announced yet. And you're going to be the first ones to see them. And we're going to announce them right after this session. But I wanted to make sure you guys got some special treat for coming in early morning. Even I get some special treat for coming in early morning. So with that said, Mahesh, why is self-service data preparation important?
Good question. So let me cover a few slides as to why it's important, why data prep. And some of you already know this, so bear with me. But I think it's important to level set the audience since we have mixed audience. And data prep today is really difficult, more difficult than it should be, for very simple reasons, which is finding and connecting to data is not as easy. When you have disparate data sources, the volume, velocity, and the variety of data growing, with the various shapes of data, tabular data, cube data, multiple different forms of data, you have JSON, and on and on. And in addition to that, the various authentication models that you have, it becomes non-trivial today to find and connect to your data in a unified fashion, in a unified way, with a unified experience, and bring it all together to actually work with the data. So not only that, it's not just about bringing data together. Almost any piece of data that you have is not that useful if you can't shape it, transform it, augment it, enrich it, even if you bring multiple different data sources together, join them using some of the fuzzy join algorithms that we have, so that you say, OK, Robert and Bob are really the same thing, and we should be able to join these two columns. And I think those kinds of technologies are what we have built into Power Query, which is the underlying experience that we're providing as part of the authoring experience for Dataflows. So if you look at data prep today, the amount of time that people spend in just getting the data ready is actually quite high. The joke in the industry is that you hire a PhD in AI just so they can clean your data. So that's really what they're spending most of their time doing, when in fact they should be spending time on how do you enrich it, how do you make sense out of the data, is really where folks should be spending their time. And that's our goal, is to shorten the process with a simplified tool set so you can use that data to gain insights into it. Not only that, organizations today are really unable to use majority of the data. So I'm not going to read you the codes that are right on the screen. But majority of the organizations cannot use it. And those that can get a leg up. And those that can get a leg up in being able to go make things happen for their customers in a deeper way. And finally, this is really where we fit in, is the fact that not only is it about democratizing data, it's democratizing data to anyone in an organization. So our mission is to enable anyone in an organization for the data that they have access to bring that data together and make sense of it for their customer. So how do data flows help? First, I talked about the connector ecosystem that you saw in the keynote in multiple different places. We have a rich connector ecosystem that talks to multiple different data sources, and it's a growing ecosystem. We keep adding connectors across the board so that you can get at any data that you want to be able to get at to solve your business problems. Second, Power Query is a very simple and intuitive tool that enables you to actually use that data, join that data, and work with it with a simplified UI without having to write code, no code experience. Third, it's consistent with the experiences that we provide in multiple different sources. And I think some of you already know that Power Query ships as part of Excel. If you go to the Data tab in Excel, it is the same tooling and the same engine infrastructure that you're using to make this happen. Finally, it is not only about bringing data, but binding it to a model so you can have meaning to the data. So we talk about common data model. And the way I explain common data model, and the reason to bind it is that my native language is not English, but I'm here speaking English to you so that you can understand what I'm saying. In a similar way, when you bring in data, it is good to give it semantics and bind it to a known model so that that data can be understood in a unified way across your organization. So we'll talk a little bit about that and how do you do that using the tool set that we provide a little bit later in the talk. So we're announcing sort of Power Platform Dataflows, and what are they? So Dataflows as an authoring experience use Power Query Online, and already talked about some elements of Power Query Online already. And the key thing here is that the UX provides a support for multiple transformations, but underlying, it uses a very powerful engine called the M engine. Internally, I refer to M engine as the Microsoft Data Runtime, because it's really that important to think of it that way. In this data decade, it is a data runtime that enables you to actually shape, transform the data in multiple different fashions. So it provides effectively a library of transformations to you, over 300 transformations, so that you can easily use this functionality to go shape, pivot, unpivot, and do any types of transforms in your data. And Miguel will demo some of these pretty soon. Not only that, it works in a unified way across multiple different data sources. All the connectors that you see, it is the same experience, irrespective of underlying data source, and providing that common experience there. So if you step back for a second, this entire talk can be summarized in this one slide. So Dataflows have an authoring experience. The authoring experience is either in Power BI or in the Maker portal in Power Apps. And in those contexts, you connect to one or more data sources. You can join multiple different data sources, bring them all into Power Query, and then you shape, transform that data within Power Query, and you enrich that data. For example, if you're writing it to the lake, you can enrich that data by calling Azure-ML right within Power Query itself. So as the data flows, you can apply a transformation for AI algorithms right within Power Query, and then write that to the data lake, or you can choose to do in-lake transforms as well. So that is one step. The second step is you can choose to use Dataflows as a way to get data into Common Data Service, so that you can then use that data in various different applications, in your transactional applications. Let's say if you write a Power App or anything else in there as well. And there are a couple of different bubbles in here that we refer to as CETL, composability, right? And let me draw an analogy as to what data flows are. Most of you have used Excel today, right? And in Excel, a cell can be a piece of data, or it could be an expression. Let's say you have a column of data, and you're writing an expression saying, you basically say sum of that particular column, and that thing is now an expression that evaluates that column, right? So data flow in a similar way is the same concept for cloud data, which is how do you write a set of expressions without having to write any code in a visual way, apply a set of transformations, define a set of transformations that you can then apply, and then be able to compose them. You can then use that cell as a piece of data in other expressions and other pieces of data. So you can compose these expressions in a similar way. Data flows for cloud data are also composable, and that's what CETL here refers to. And you'll see some elements of that as well. Not only that, we're actually, in Power BI Premium today, we're supporting the ability to use pretty powerful compute engines for large sets of data in Power BI Premium. And down the road, we expect to add other compute engines as well. I cannot get into that right now, but I think it's a really powerful concept. So you can take terabytes of data and be able to go process that using the same data flows that you've written in an easy way. Once you process the data, then you bind it to some sort of a UX, and the UX could be a dashboard in Power BI at the right-hand side, or it could be an app, Power App, or it could be a flow, or Power Automate. I can't quite say that yet. It could be a flow, or in the context of one of our Insights apps, Customer Insights is a canonical example of product insights. You can use the data flow to then consume and define that data flow and then use that in these places. And then there are a couple of places that are not listed on here. Across the Dynamics apps, you can use them as well, and on and on. So there's across the board, we have a pretty broad surface area of consumption that we're providing. So this is the one-slide summary of it. With that, I think it's time for demo.
All right, sounds good. Let's switch to demos. Enough of PowerPoint slides. By the way, for those of you taking pictures of the slide deck in the projector right now, we're publishing the deck, so you later on will be able to make a much bigger resolution picture from your laptop showing the PowerPoint deck. With that said, we're going to switch to my machine, and we're going to build a data flow on top of this data. This is actually the most commonly used database in the world, as we all know. It's an Excel spreadsheet with some data on it. This data actually has some special structure and meaning. So if you look at it, it may seem like random numbers here, if you can see them from the back, but let me zoom in. So let's actually take this as an example, this highlighted cell, 4,455. Any guesses for what that might be? OK, no guesses. The visual format here in the layout is optimized for us as humans to understand this data. So we look at it and we can get our way around and understand what's going on in this spreadsheet. Let's actually analyze that. So if we take this cell and we keep looking upwards, we find a bunch of numbers until we find something that's not a number, that's text. Great, produce. What is that about? Then we look left and we look right. And we see other text. Like seafood, condiments, beverages. OK, great. So because we're so smart, by association, we say, OK, these look like product categories. Let's keep looking up. We look up, OK, empty cell. What is that? No worries. We're trained to look left and right, or right and left. And we see Portland, and then we see Seattle over here. Great. Again, by association. These are cities or sales territories, something like that. Great. One additional wrinkle here. The empty cells, we're also trained to look at the next non-empty cell next to it, in this case Seattle, and say, well, these other two columns, they probably also belong in Seattle. So this is a logical group. Now let's keep looking towards the left. We see that first column has some numbers, but they're different numbers from the others. They follow a specific pattern. They're whole numbers. They start around 2000. They increment by 1, and they keep going all the way to 2013 in this case. So great. Those are years, right? Awesome. So now if we go all the way back to that 4,455 cell, now we can understand that this is maybe some sort of sales category or total sales for the produce category in Seattle in year 2005. Great. We're so smart, but machines are not. So we're going to create a data flow to actually massage this data and turn it into something that's more machine-friendly, so you can actually either create an actual report with line charts, sales over time, total sales by category, total sales by city, and so on and so forth. The key is that we're going to use Dataflows as the data prep tool. So we're preparing this data for other people to actually then reuse from there and create reports and do analytics and do AI and forecasting and so on and so forth. We're going to go grab the URL for this file. It's actually a file that's sitting in my OneDrive for Business. I go to the Info tab here and copy path, little trick. And now we're going to switch to Power BI. We're looking at powerbi.com now, and we're looking at the workspace view. And here I have a bunch of existing data flows. I can go create a new one from the menu here, create data flow. And that's going to give me a couple of options, or more than a couple. It's going to allow me to create something from scratch, or it's going to allow me to link to entities from other data flows. Yes, I can zoom, maybe not on this screen. We'll do it on the next one if needed. But what we can do there is basically given a choice of create something from scratch or reuse something that already exists. Is this one looking better from the back? OK, we'll zoom in a little bit more. Great. We have so many connectors. If I zoom in, you won't see them all. Anyways, we're going to be using the Excel connector. So this is the Power Query Online-based experience. We have a bunch of connectors here. We'll just use Excel for this first demo. And here, we're just going to provide that file path. So I'll just Control-B. One catch. If you're using OneDrive files and the URL like I did, you need to remove that last parameter. Otherwise, it won't work. So once I do that, we should all be good to go. So here, I can specify if I wanted to use a gateway. In this case, it's actually a cloud-based file in SharePoint Online, so I don't need to do that. And I need to provide my credentials, which in this case I already did. It's using my Active Directory account, my AAD account. So it's all good. When I click Next, surprise, surprise, if you're used to Power Query, you're going to see the navigator screen where you see all the relevant pieces of data in this worksheet. In this case, there's just one spreadsheet, spreadsheet 1. I'll select it. I can preview it. And then I click Transform Data, which is putting me into the Power Query Online query editor. So you should feel right at home here. And here, a little bit of a few differences. We have a toolbar. We don't have a ribbon yet. We're working on it. But the main elements are here. Your queries pane, your preview, your apply the steps on the right. So from here, you can start transforming this data. For example, the first thing we need to do is transpose this table. We turn rows into columns. Now we do have this set of columns here. We need to use the first row as headers. So from the transform table menu, we can use first row as headers. And that will automatically detect data types and so on. So now column 1, it's the one that we were looking at that we needed to fill the empty values. So here's the first new transform that I'm going to show today. It's a fill down and fill up transform. So you can do it here right from the toolbar. Fill down would propagate down those values. So now you see Seattle and Portland and Vancouver is being propagated down to the empty cells. Now we can rename this to a city. And while we are renaming, we can rename the second one to product category or category. Great. Now for the next part. We have these two columns with dimensions, city and category. And then we have a bunch of columns with years as the column names, and then the actual sales numbers for each of those cities and categories on each of the cells. What we need to do here is a classic unpivot operation. And we're going to do it actually in a way that's future-proof. We're going to select the two columns that should not be unpivoted. And then we're going to do an unpivot everything else, so that if next year somebody added new data to that Excel spreadsheet that had data for 2019, with this way of doing it would actually just work. Think about scheduled refresh in the future. It will just pick it up. As stupid as that might sound, this is actually a transform that nobody else has in the industry. Unpivot other columns. So it's that easy. Now I do have my year column here. And then I have my sales number. And we might as well rename the entire entity to sales, the query. Great. So now from here, I'm actually ready to just save my data flow. We'll click Save. It validates that it's all good. And then it'll give me a summary view of all of the entities. It will actually ask me to save it. So I'm going to call this Sales Ignite and save it. And now it's giving me the option to refresh now. So we'll do that. I could also go and schedule refresh. And now the next thing to do, now I'm fast forwarding, so I'm going to be a different person. Up until this point, I've been the person creating a data flow. From here on, I'm actually going to be the person who is using somebody else's data flow entities to create a report. What tool do we use to create a report? Power BI Desktop. I switch to it. I go to the Get Data experience. We have the Power Platform category here on the Get Data dialog. There is the Power BI Dataflows connector that's available today. I'm actually going to demo something else that's going to come in the next couple of weeks, which is the Power Platform Dataflows connector, which allows you to get to all of the data flows you've created across Power BI and Power Apps from a single connector. And what you can do on that one is first dismiss the preview connector dialog. It's going out in preview in a couple of weeks. And what you're going to see is similar experience, the navigator experience. And here you're going to see your list of environments from Power Apps and your list of workspaces from Power BI. So we'll go into the workspaces one. And now it's going to expand, and it's going to give me all of the workspaces within Power BI where I have access to at least one data flow. In this case, I was working on the Dataflows premium workspace. So I can expand that, and I'll see a list of the data flows that were available to me in this workspace. The one we just created was Sales Ignite. And when we expand that, effectively think about it as a database at this point. A data flow is a database with a bunch of entities, which are tables. So what we see now is the sales table or the sales entity that I just created or that somebody else created for me. So from here on, it's just the classic Power BI desktop experience. I'll just click load or transform data, and I can use this just like any other data source. So without knowing how this entity was created, with all of that complex logic coming from that Excel file, but it could be much more complex than that. It could be a 3- or 4-way join across different sources with fuzzy matching and a lot of advanced capabilities. It's all been abstracted from me. I don't need to care about that. I'll just trust this data flow that somebody created for me, and it has the entities that I need. Question on the back?
Is the same feature available on the desktop?
What feature?
Doing all of this edit work and everything, is it available on the desktop?
OK. Everything I showed on Power Query Online, all of the transform capabilities are available within Power BI Desktop. Sorry, I kind of assumed you guys knew that. But if I had clicked the transform data button when I saw that entity instead of load, I would have landed in the query editor screen. This is the Power Query Desktop query editor experience, which is the equivalent to what I just showed on the web. So from here, all of the transforms that I showed, like transpose, use first was headers, unpivot, and all that, it's all available here. So yeah, alternatively, I could have done all of this in Power BI Desktop. The challenge with that is it's not easy to reuse from there. It's already stuck inside a data set and a specific report, versus I'm doing it within Dataflows so that many users within my organizations could reuse this stuff, not only from desktop, but actually also across Dataflows. So this is the point that Mahesh was making with the fact that Dataflows can be composed, just like Excel. And they can refresh and update based on changes on upstream data flows. So for example, if I go here on the workspace view with all of my data flows, I can switch to the diagram view. And that's actually going to show me all of the dependencies between the data flows and the data sources in this environment. So in this case, I have a few data flows that are based on Excel files and some OData service. And then I have all of these entities. For example, I have a data flow with one entity called sales. And then somebody else created this data flow called Seattle sales, which is actually referencing the larger sales entity and maybe it's applying a couple of filters or doing different grouping. And what the beauty here, the data flows are like Excel, is that the moment somebody refreshes these data flows, sales entities, the downstream Seattle sales entity data flows will automatically pick up the latest data and will refresh itself, so that it handles all of the orchestration and all of the synchronization across all of these data flows or pipelines or ETL pipelines. Yes, sir, question?
So just to clarify, data flows are only available on powerbi.com and not on the desktop?
That's correct. So the data flow authoring experience is based on powerbi.com or on Power Apps. And the reuse of that could be done from either data flows or from Power BI Desktop or Power Apps or Flow. All right, so that's, the data flows are like Excel. So this was kind of a little bit of an overview demo. We showed how to create a data flow, how to use it from Power BI Desktop, how to get it refreshed, and how you actually can interconnect data flows on top of other data flows and automatically orchestrate all of that synchronization. With that said, let's actually switch back to PowerPoint deck here. And this is just a summary slide to show the overall concepts that I walked through. So we created a few data flows, or one data flow with a data source input. You could actually do linked entities to just propagate an entity from one data flow to another. Or you could do compute it, where you not only reference one entity, but also apply some computation, for example, different aggregation or different filtering. And then those data flows are available for reuse across many data sets. And then data sets can be used to create reports and dashboards on top of that. Now let's actually take it a step back and say, we just talked about reusability and interoperability within Power BI itself for data flows. Let's actually look at the bigger picture. How about interoperability and the ability to reuse data flow results across the entire Azure offerings, all the way from the low-code or no-code experiences inside Dynamics 365 and Power Apps and the Power BI and the rest of the Power Platform, all the way up to Azure data services like Azure Data Factory. I don't know if you guys saw the announcements this week about wrangling data flows capabilities in Azure Data Factory, also based on the Power Query experiences and the data flow experiences. You could also be taking a dependency on a data flow from something like Databricks or SQL Data Warehouse or Azure Machine Learning and the AI experiences so that you can effectively operate on top of that CDM folder where the data from a data flow is being loaded to actually reference those entities and do further computations. The CDM folder is just the format within the data lake in the way that this data is stored. And we'll actually show you a demo of that in a couple minutes. But CDM is more than just the storage and the metadata language and system or contract that allows you to define entities. CDM also provides that set of standard entity schemas that you can map to. It's been bootstrapped with the business entities that we use within Dynamics 365s, things like accounts, products, customers, product categories, and many other things, order, inventory. Those entities, or the entity schema definitions for those, we've open sourced them and we've made them available to everyone. So you can actually map to those target entity schemas within the data flows experience in case you want to have more of a normalized shape. You can also extend that. You can create your own. So there's actually, in our CDM GitHub site, it's all open source. You can actually go and contribute new entities. So we have very vibrant ecosystem of ISVs creating new entities and specifically around specific industries, like healthcare and many others. The other thing that we do on top of CDM is to actually create predefined data flows templates. So for example, we take a data source that we understand its schema and its semantics, such as Salesforce. And we actually give you out-of-the-box template for a data flow that will connect to a set of Salesforce entities, bring them in using the Power Query connectors, apply a bunch of transformations to get that data from the original schema of those entities in Salesforce to the output or the target schema in the common data model. We're going to show you that right now in this demo. So if I switch back to the other machine. And just to change, I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to do the rest of the demos from the Power Apps portal, so you get to see both the Power BI data flows and the Power Apps data flows authoring experiences. So we're looking now at the Power Apps portal, and I'm going to go and create a new data flow. So here, if you remember from the slide deck, we had data flows could load data to the common data service or to Azure Data Lake Storage. The way you pick that is actually with this checkbox. When you say analytical entities, I want to create that. It effectively means I'm going to load my data to the Azure Data Lake Storage, to a CDM folder. So let's actually call this Ignite Salesforce. And when I do create, the first time that somebody tries to do this within an environment, they'll be asked to provide your Azure Data Lake subscription details. And you'd be able to attach Azure Data Lake Storage at the environment level. So we actually learn from some of the issues we have right now on Power BI, where you can only attach one data lake for an entire organization at the tenant level. We're actually being more specific now to the environment level in Power Apps. In the future, you'll also be able to do attachment at the workspace level in Power BI. But now what I'm looking at is, again, the Power Query Online Get Data experience. Look at the bottom section here. We have these templates. We have one for Salesforce and a few more for Dynamics. So if I go click on the Salesforce one, the only thing that I need to do is actually provide my credentials. I need to specify, again, if I want to use an organizational account, sign in with my user. I believe I'm already signed in, so I'll just click Next. And in this case, instead of going to the navigator experience where I can pick the entities that I want or the tables that I want from Salesforce, we're being taken straight into the query editor. And we have a bunch of queries already here predefined. So these are the entities or the queries defined on that data flow template for Salesforce. We have 8 of them. And so if I pick one, for example, opportunity, you're going to see that we have a bunch of steps here where we actually connect to Salesforce. We're picking that opportunity table, and we're doing a bunch of renames and conditional columns and a bunch of other transformation logic to get from the Salesforce shape to the target CDM shape. The last step is actually called Map to Standard. If I go into the edit view, I'll bring up the existing definition. So what this is doing is actually mapping the query output columns to a specific attributes from an entity. And here on the left, you can actually browse all of the available standard CDM entities. So you can pick the one you want. In this case, we're actually mapping to the opportunity entity in CDM. Also, once you apply that, it just becomes a regular step in your query, so you can always go and customize it and, of course, get errors off of it. OK, not sure what my error is. But in any case, that was actually the end of this demo. I wanted to load this data, and now I'm going to pull one of those, take the cake out of the oven. I'm going to show you what this data looks like in the data lake. So I'm going to switch here to Azure Data Lake or to Azure Storage Explorer. I've already connected to my existing data lake storage account that's bound or linked to that environment. And what we can see here is actually we have a bunch of environments. This is the one, and I have a bunch of existing data flows here. So if we take this one, I believe it's actually something I tried yesterday as a dry run. That's why it's called DR. But it actually has the same entity. So I did a dry run of the same demo. I just loaded all of my Salesforce. I think what happened is that I lost connectivity. Let's try this again. Any questions while I reconnect?
So Azure Data Lake, you must have Azure Data Lake for this, or where is the data set stored?
Yeah, you have two options. You can use the built-in. The question was, do I need to have Azure Data Lake storage for this? You have two options. In Power BI, you can use the built-in storage in Power BI to not configure any of this. If you do that, the only way to access that data is actually going to be using the Dataflows connector. You won't be able to interoperate with that from other tools or services. If you actually attach your own data lake account, that's when you're going to be able to access the CDM folders from other tools and interop with that. Let me try this again. Where am I? Now, in Power Apps, you can either get the data into the common data service out of the box, and we're working on out-of-the-box, auto-populated managed data lake. But for now, you can do the attached lake experience. But it's only one user who has to do it, configure it for the entire environment or the entire organization. And from there on, end users would just be able to use it seamlessly. What the data looks like at the end of it is something like this. Here's my DR data flow. So these are the CDM folder attributes or files in the CDM folder. I do have one file called model.json that's basically metadata. And I'm going to switch here to VS Code to show you what it looks like. So this actually details how many entities, what the entity names are, what are the fields on each of the entities within that data flow. Now we do have one folder for each entity. So if I go into account, for example, we do have multiple snapshots of the data. In this case, I only refreshed this once, which was last night. And it actually has a CSV with the data on it. Now a couple more interesting metadata files. If we go all the way back to the data flow folder, there's a folder called dataflow. And here I have dataflow.json and metadata.json. Let's look at them. Dataflow.json actually contains the entire definition of your data flow, being all of the queries that are on it, the entire definition of the mashup. So you actually have everything here. Let me expand that. From whether you're using fast combine, what metadata you have about each of the queries. And then if I scroll down enough, you actually find the entire M code for the data flow. So you can actually read and write this to the lake as well seamlessly. It's completely open format that we're putting out. The same goes for the metadata file. This just stores information about the last time the data flow was refreshed, when the next refresh will happen, if it's bound to a gateway, who is the owner, which tenant it belongs to. So again, fully open and persisting all the information about data flows into the data lake. With that, let's actually switch back to slide for a second, which was the demo. So we walked you through both the CDM data flow template for Salesforce, as well as the footprint of entities in the data lake. Now let's actually get to the fun part. We got about 10 minutes left. Recently shipped features. See those two slides, that visual there? That's like unpivoting, right? Anyway, so we'll go do a few demos, and then we'll come back with a recap to show you the full list of new features. We switch back here. All right, so we're looking, again, at the Power Apps data flow authoring experience. And we're going to go create one, say, new features. We'll make it analytical data flow again, create. So in this demo, I'm actually going to use the new folder connector within Dataflows that allows me to do something such as combining multiple files from a folder. So imagine this situation. I do have a folder where I have a bunch of files that have the exact same structure, and I would like to bring them together into a single data flow entity. For example, here I do have some files that are called 2019 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're basically monthly updates for a given set of data. If we look at that specific file for January, this is what it looks like. It has the set or the list of orders that happened in January. So let's say we wanted to build a data flow entity with all orders for the year. Let's actually go do that. I'm going to copy paste my folder path here, and I'll switch back to Power Apps. I'm going to use the folder connector. By the way, we also have the SharePoint folder connector. So if your files were in SharePoint, you can do the exact same thing. And I'm going to paste in my folder path. It remembers that I already connected to this, so it's actually using my Windows credentials here. I could edit the connection. This is actually using the on-prem gateway in this case. So I should have not done that. But in the case of SharePoint, you could do this without a gateway, of course. Now, when I click Next, we're actually reaching to that on-premises data gateway, which I hope is awake this early in the morning. It's still on Seattle time. And we're actually going to retrieve the list of files in this folder along with some metadata. So how many of you are familiar with the folder connector experiences in Power BI Desktop or in Excel? Great. So this is roughly the same experience. You're given the table that shows you a preview of all the files that exist. It gives you some metadata about the files themselves. And from here, you can either go into transforming data, which was there from the beginning, or combine, which is the new experience. Now, when I click combine, we're actually analyzing those files, and we're figuring out what's the best way to actually parse or open one of the files. So we're putting you into this by example-based experience where you say, well, let me tell you how to open one of these files, what piece of data I care about on this file, what transforms I want to do to get the data in this specific file in the shape I want. And then at the end of it, we'll just take care of combining and doing the same logic for each of the files and combining them all together. I think my gateway is awake, but it's kind of sluggish. Come on, wake up. I'm going to try this again, super quick. Oh, it just came back. See, competition. So in this case, I need to use a spreadsheet number 2. I will not wait for the preview, but it's actually the preview from that file. So when I click Transform Data, it's going to bring me into the query editor. And now we're going to automatically generate all of those queries to extract that specific spreadsheet 2 from one file, and then parameterize that and make it applicable to all of the other files and union the files all together. So it will take me into the query editor from here. In this experience, I could actually do a couple more things. I could pick a different example file from this dropdown to use for my extraction. And I could also specify to skip files with errors. So if there were some files in the folder which do not meet the same schema, I could just click the box to say ignore those files or skip those files. All right. Sorry, we'll give it 20 more seconds. I think there's something wrong with my gateway because of the going offline and then back online with the network. OK, well, here it is. So as I was saying, you get the same set of queries that you would have in Power Query in the desktop with your output query with orders. And then you have that function that actually transforms a single file, and that's been parameterized so that it can be applied across all of the files. Great. So this is all of the data from all of the files. Now, this may actually not come through, so you don't actually see the distribution and the breakdown of data, right? You're just looking at a table. What if you had data profiling inside Dataflows? Well, now you do. You can actually go to the Options menu here and go into the Global Options view. And from here, you can actually turn on column profiling with all of the same options that you have in Power BI Desktop, including quality details, the value distributions, the column profile pane. And you can also specify whether you want to do this based on the top 1,000 rows or the entire data set. The moment you do that, we're actually going to turn on data profiling. And we're going to give you detailed profiles for each of the tables that you look on. So for example, here, we do have the source name column, which has the file names. So now we can actually see the distribution of rows coming from each of the files. So we actually have 326 orders, and we do have these breakdowns. So from here, I could actually take action as well. So I could either maybe exclude or include one of the months. I can also go and do things like looking at the number of empty rows or errors. I could remove duplicates right from within this experience. Great. Let's actually do some of that. We do have our ship city column. I'm actually going to move it all the way to the left, to the beginning. So that's another new transform this month, moving columns around to the left, to the beginning, and to the end. So now that I have my ship city column here, we do see a lot of orders went to Sao Paulo and London and so on. So what if we actually wanted to look at this as separate queries? We would actually like to parameterize the input to a filter so that we can filter this down to orders from a specific city. We can go from here and say text filter and say it has to be equal to something. Now, I could have picked a specific hard-coded value for my filter, but now with the new manage parameters feature in Dataflows, I can go into a new, defining a new parameter, and that's going to put me into the same parameters experience that I'm used to from Power Query in the desktop. From here, I can actually do a new parameter called city, maybe give it a description, say if it's required or not, pick the type for that input parameter. In this case, it's going to be text. And I can actually decide whether to allow any potential text value as the accepted value for this parameter, or maybe provide a list of static parameter values, or even a query. So I could actually dynamically link this to a query that returns a list of values as the input. So I could make a query that maybe reads the list of different cities from a different table, from a different data source, and bind it to this parameter so that I'm given a dropdown to pick from. In this case, I'll just do the static list. And I'm going to pick up just 3, Sao Paulo. And then let's say London, and we'll say Madrid. All right, and then I can pick the actual default value for the parameter. Let's say Sao Paulo. And the current value, let's say it's London. So when I click OK, see how now this actually points to the actual city parameter that we just created. And I'll click OK. And that's going to update my query, and it's going to refresh the preview. So now we should only see the orders that were placed or that need to be shipped to London. So as you can see now, we only have London here in the table output. Now, of course, after I create a parameter, it's showing up here on the queries pane, so I could always go back and change the value. And from there, I could actually just reapply it, and it would see the results update again. OK, so that was kind of a little end-to-end tour for some of the new features, trying to chain them together. These features are available as of this morning. We are announcing them in the Power BI and Power Apps blog in the next couple minutes, I think. But this is a recap of all the features. We put in a bunch of new data connectors, including the folder connector that I just showed you, the SharePoint folder one, the PDF connector, a bunch of big data sources such as Google BigQuery, HT Spark, Apache Spark. I don't think Impala is there. That's a DEG bug, but it's coming soon. ODBC, so if you have any ODBC driver, you can actually use the ODBC, generic ODBC connector experience to provide the connection string and just make it work end-to-end in Dataflows. A bunch of new data transforms. I showed you combined files. The merge queries I didn't show you, but I'm actually going to show you because that one looks really nice. I love the UI there. Did I switch to the right machine? All right. Never mind, you'll see it in the blog post. All right, so that actually gives you Venn diagrams, so you can actually identify the right join kind or merge type to use, inner join, outer join, left join, right join, and so on. A bunch of new transforms that show you fill up or fill down, moving columns, replacing errors is now also there. Other enhancements, data profiling, I demoed that, query parameters as well. Oh, function authoring, I forgot to, but once you have a query that's been parameterized, you can right-click on it and say, create a function based on this query that would actually use the parameters that were bound to that query as the input parameters to that function. So I could have created a new get orders by city function based on this query that I had here and allow me to reuse it within my data flow. M-IntelliSense, probably you noticed that in the formula bar, but now we do have M-IntelliSense both from the formula bar as well as the advanced editor dialog and other features like selecting related tables based on the connector experiences. With that, just a recap on what data flows are. They're a new capability to do self-service data prep across the Power Platform. You can author them from Power BI or from the Power Apps portal, the Maker portal. They're built on top of a common data model both in the terms of where the data is stored, Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 CDM folders, as well as the ability to map to standard CDM schemas. We give you a bunch of out-of-the-box templates that map third-party sources such as Salesforce or Dynamics into that common data model schema. You can also get Dataflows data into the common data service, so you can actually create apps and flows and BI reports on top of a common data service, so you can centralize your information there. You can also interop across Azure services through the CDM folders in the data lake, and they're actually meant for business users to drive the whole data prep activity. So they're based on the Power Query experiences. They're very easy for users to actually jump on and hit the ground running with authoring there, because everything they know from Power BI and Excel, it's exactly the same in terms of the knowledge that you need to have to actually be able to use it. And they enable that Excel-like orchestration, the reference thing that we talked about before. Couple more reminders, more info, powerquery.com is your place to go for all info about Power Query across products. So you go there to see where all the products Power Query shows up on, what are the right or the best sources of information, including books, including language reference and library function references for M. Couple of links for CDM and Dataflows as well. Related sessions this week. I'm highlighting the first one there because that's right after this, in about 45 minutes, we're in the other building. It's actually filled up already, so if you're not there, I'm sorry. That's actually the other direction. It's an interactive session where we're going to just focus an hour and 15 minutes on feedback about Power Query and Dataflows and talk about how you would like it to see improve. Now, because I felt bad because you couldn't get on the session, I do have a survey link down below. So if you guys want to spend a few minutes, go to aka.ms/pqignite19 to complete the survey. We want to hear from you on what you would like to see in Power Query and Dataflows. A bunch of other sessions later this week about both the gateway as well as CDM. There's an advanced data prep session with Power BI Dataflows where our colleagues Mo, Christian, and Bogdan will actually go through the SQL compute in Power BI Premium in more detail, as well as workspace management and many of the other capabilities to manage your workload for Dataflows in Power BI. With that said, we hope you like the sessions. Please submit your evaluations, either if you like them or if you don't. Please don't submit the room was too cold message. Many people does that, but I hope we had hot demos, so that would not be a problem. Thanks again, and hope you enjoy the rest of the week.
Thank you.